Welcome to GT Collectors. My name is Dane. Katie and I were on vacation this past week, and now we're recovering from long drives and loud concerts, but we wanted to make sure to get a preview video up this week anyway. So apologies if it feels a little rushed compared to last week, but we've got some great news. We've heard your feedback, and we are retooling GT Previews to include a countdown of our most anticipated comics, an honorable mentions segment, and a section dedicated to entry-level comics, where we'll seek out the week's books that are perfect for new readers. Look for the new GT Previews 2.0 next week. Stay tuned to this video to learn how you can help decide the top 10 every week. Good times. For the week of October 23rd, 2019, let's take a look. First up from DC Comics, Batman Beyond number 37. Written by Dan Jurgens, with interior art by Sean Chin and cover A by Lee Weeks. In the wake of his fateful showdown with Falseface and the Split, the Batman of tomorrow has gone missing. With the Cape Crusader AWOL and Neo Gotham facing the threat of one of the deadliest villains it's ever known, a new hero is needed. Bruce Wayne will turn to friends both old and new in order to keep his city safe. But that won't be enough. Fortunately, a new and mysterious protector will arrive on the scene, taking flight to save the city. We've got one variant, it's cover B by Francis Manapul. And this is a key because this is a first appearance of Batwoman in Batman Beyond's Neo Gotham. So we haven't had a Batwoman in the future alongside Batman Beyond yet. So this is pretty exciting. Terry McGinnis is going to have maybe some competition, maybe a partner. We'll see how it goes. Up next, Batman Superman number 3, written by Joshua Williamson, with interior art and cover A by David Marquez. Who are the Secret Six? Part 3. Is Superman the newest member of the Batman Who Laughs Secret Six? It certainly looks that way, and Batman may be powerless to stop the Man of Steel and his own demented doppelganger. The dark multiverse's most dangerous Bruce Wayne is loose in our world, and he has our world's greatest superhero at his side. Who do you turn to when there's no one to trust? We've got one variant, it's a cover B Deceased variant by Paolo Pantalina. And this is a key because it is the first full appearance of the Superman Who Laughs. That's kind of questionable maybe because based on the setup from the end of Batman Superman number 2, I'm not sure that this is an actual Superman Who Laughs, but we will see. Next, Black Adam Year of the Villain number 1. Written by Paul Jenkins, with interior art by Inaki Miranda. Spinning out of the events of Batman Superman, Shazam, infected by the Batman Who Laughs, invades Black Adam's kingdom. His plan? To turn it into a playground for its new ruler, Billy Batson. This is a key because, I mean, come on. You got Black Adam versus the Shazam Who Laughs. This is going to be pretty interesting. Black Adam's going to go into this thinking, it's just Shazam's punk ass. And he might get another thing coming. And last from DC this week, Wonder Woman number 81, written by G. Willow Wilson, interior art by Zermanico, and cover A by Yannick Paquette. Olympus has returned to the gods. Now that the deities of Diana's world are back in power, all of her troubles are over. Or are they? Using the welcome distraction, Cheetah has finally made her way to her final destination for destruction, Themyscira. We've got a cover B variant by Jenny Frison, which is just, wow. Yeah, the reason that this is on our list is because, honestly, neither me nor Katie have a whole lot of experience reading Wonder Woman, but we really want to get into it, and because this is a big Cheetah issue, and Cheetah is going to be played by Kristen Wiig in the Wonder Woman 1984 movie, we figure this is a really good opportunity to just see what their dynamic is all about, and why are they nemesis type thing. Moving on to Marvel. We've got Amazing Mary Jane number 1. Written by Leah Williams, with interior art by Carlos Gomez and cover A by Humberto Ramos. In a story spinning from the pages of Amazing Spider-Man number 25, Mary Jane Watson just got her big shot. But at what cost? And can she really trust anyone as she pursues her Hollywood dreams? Amazing Mary Jane puts the spotlight on the love of Peter Parker's life. But if spider history has taught us anything, such a position is rarely a good one and usually spells trouble. This book has a wealth of variants, in that you would need to be very wealthy to get every one of them. Cover B variant by Stanley Art Germ Lau. Cover C blank variant. Cover D incentive 1 in 10 by Anna Rudd. Cover E incentive 1 in 25 by Carlos Gomez. Cover F incentive 1 in 50 by Gerald Perel. Cover G incentive 1 in 100 Hidden Gem by Mark Brooks. Oh man, I want that book. Cover H incentive 1 in 200 by Humberto Ramos. And cover I incentive 1 in 500 by Stanley Art Germ Lau. This is a key because of the fact that it's the first solo series featuring Mary Jane Watson. Moving on to Avengers number 25, written by Jason Aaron, with interior art and cover A by Stefano Caselli. Challenge of the Ghost Rider concludes. The Avengers go to hell to join the wild race for the soul of Robbie Reyes, who's desperate to learn the truth once and for all about what sort of Ghost Rider he's become. But those sorts of answers always come with a dreadful cost, especially when Mephisto is involved. We've got a cover B Mary Jane variant by Jay Anacleto and a cover C Marvel's 25th anniversary variant by Alex Ross. That Alex Ross variant is, look at that. Look at that Scarlet Witch. My God. Speaking of number 25, we've got Immortal Hulk number 25, written by Al Ewing, with interior art by Joe Bennett and Germaine Garcia, and cover A by Alex Ross. In this double-sized issue, the heat death of our universe has come and gone. The Hulk is finally dead. Now, billions of years later, the ninth cosmos cowers before the breaker of worlds. Cover B Mary Jane variant by Chris Anka, cover C by Joe Bennett, cover D incentive 1 in 25 by Ed McGuinness, cover E incentive 1 in 25 by Andrea Sorrentino, cover F incentive 1 in 50 by Ron F. Lim, cover G incentive 1 in 100 Hidden Gem variant by Gene Colan and Rudy Nibris, cover H incentive 1 in 200 Green variant by Ed McGuinness, and cover I incentive 1 in 500 Virgin variant by Alex Ross. And this is a key issue because this is the end of the 25-issue arc that Al Ewing has just carved his legacy into the history of comic books and the Hulk with. Because by all accounts, mine included, this is just some of the best comic books ever put to paper. It's crazy. It's taken the Hulk from something that you think you understand, and you're kind of just like, oh, more of the same. Oh, maybe he's gonna be smart this time. Maybe he's not. Well, how about if he's connected to hell and he's kind of undead and there's some body horror action? Yeah. If you haven't checked out this run, it's ending now, so they've already a couple of the trades are out there. I'm sure they'll put out a big collection. But yeah, you should check it out, man. This is good comics. But yeah, this ends the first major arc, and there's speculation that the Immortal Hulk could potentially begin a new universe years into the future, or who knows, man. Like, this is a really wacky concept, and there's just absolutely no way to predict what Ewing is going to do with it to close it out. Oh yeah, baby. We got King Thor number 2, written by Jason Aaron, with interior art and cover A by Asad Ribic. Thor vs. Loki and the final fight of the millennia. The universe is dying, and the All-Father Thor is its only hope. But to save all life, the greatest god in history must defeat the one person who has always managed to escape his wrath. Loki, god of lies, wielder of all black the Necro Sword, finally faces his brother at the end of all time. This is a pick because, man, if I gotta tell you, then where have you been? Because this is the final run of Jason Aaron telling his, I think it's 7 years long that he's been working on Thor and filling out his mythos and just making him the most relatable but also badass version of Thor Odinson you could ever ask for. It's been epic, man. It's character-defining stories, and this is the end of it. Dawn of X continues with Marauders number 1. Written by Jerry Duggan, interior art by Matteo Lally, and cover A by Russell Datterman. In this glorious new dawn, mutant kind faces hardships and oppression from their human counterparts. Led by Captain Kate Pride and funded by Emma Frost and the Hellfire Trading Company, Marauders Storm, Pyro, Bishop, and Iceman sail the seas of the world to protect those hated and feared. Got several pretty awesome variants here. You've got cover B, Every Mutant Ever variant by Mark Bagley, which is a connecting variant that connects to the Every Mutant Ever cover from X-Men #1. Cover C, Young Guns variant by Aaron Cooter. Cover D, Red Queen variant by Russell Dowderman. Cover E, Incentive 1 in 10 design variant by Tom Muller. Cover F, Incentive 1 in 25 by Philip Tan. Cover G, Incentive 1 in 50 by Todd Knock. And cover H, Incentive 1 in 100 Hidden Gem variant by Rick Leonardi. So this is a key for obvious reasons. This is the first team appearance of this team of Marauders. Historically, the Marauders is a very different team. They were an enemy of the X-Men. Sabretooth has been among them. Gambit was among them. They're basically they used to be kind of the lowlifes of the mutant teams. You know, just the scumbags, the killers, the thieves. They're the ones that killed the Morlocks in the Morlock tunnels back in the day. But this is a very different team of Marauders. Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost, Storm, Pyro, Bishop, Iceman, and last from Marvel, Tony Stark Iron Man #17. Written by Dan Slott and Christus Gage. Interior art by Francesco Manna and cover A by Alexander Lozano. Chapter 2, The Ultron Agenda continues. Is Tony Stark dead? Is he alive? Who can tell? Whatever he is Iron Man. And he's all that's standing in the way of Ultron, Pym, and everyone that Tony Stark loves. Or loved, because Tony might be dead. 2020 is coming. The robot revolution has begun. So suit up, flesh bags. Suit up or die. We've got one variant, and that's the cover B Mary Jane variant by Raza. And finally on the list, we have our wild card book of the week. Vault Comics presents Money Shot #1. A story about scientists having sex with aliens for the glory of mankind. And money. Money Shot #1 is written by Tim Seeley and co-scripted by Sarah Beatty with art by Rebecca Isaacs. There's 2 variant black bag covers which are designed to obscure the 18 and up art content inside the book. The variant covers are by Tim Seeley and Mirka Andolfo. Yeah, so this is obviously an adult book. If you are under 18 and you're listening to this, don't buy this book. I'm telling you not to. Don't even try. Just don't, man. It's not worth it. The feds will come. They'll beat down your door. They'll like sting you with cattle prods and whatnot. It's really not pleasant for anybody. All right, that's what we've got for our top 10 list. Like we said, next week we're gonna be revamping the entire concept of how we do this video, and a lot of it is based on you guys' feedback. We had some amazing feedback in the comments on our last video with some pointers and maybe some suggestions on how we could make this whole thing a little better. And dude, we appreciate it so much. You have no idea how much we appreciate constructive feedback in a world where people tend to be super negative on the internet. It's great that being a new channel, we can look and see that people are engaging. They're taking the time out of what they're doing to say, hey, I like your work. Maybe I'd like it a little better if you did this thing. And that's what we're here to do, man. We want to make this as palatable and entertaining and fun and informative as we possibly can. So next week we will have a numbered countdown instead of just 10 arbitrary titles. But the problem with that is, since there's 2 of us, it's going to be real hard to make a deciding vote on who's, we're in a relationship here. This is my girlfriend, right? I can't just choose my book to be #1 over whatever she wants. So you guys are going to be the tiebreakers. In fact, we're going to save a couple of spots, maybe 3, we haven't worked it out exactly, every week for the audience to tell us what they think should be in the countdown. If you're going to give a recommendation, we want to know exactly why you love this book, why you're looking forward to it, why you think it's a key, anything like that. It doesn't have to be a special issue. It doesn't have to be anything except if enough of you just feel strongly about something in particular, we're going to put it in the countdown. But right now, we've got our honorable mentions, and this will be a recurring theme. Next week, it'll be a little bit more expanded, but let's get to them. Strike Force #2, written by Teenie Howard, with art by Jermaine Peralta. Flash 81 by Joshua Williamson and Scott Collins. And Count Crowley Reluctant Midnight Monster Hunter #1 written by David Dashmalkian, with interior art by Lucas Kettner. And if you don't know who David Dashmalkian is, he's I forget his name, but he's the Russian guy from the Ant-Man movies. And finally, and this will be another feature that we expand on next week whenever we have our full show back, we're going to be doing entry-level comics. So we will find each week the best comics that we can introduce to someone who maybe has not had a lot of experience with comics or even no experience. So if you're intimidated by starting reading comics, or you think that, oh, there's just too much history, I can't get into all that, there's just no way, it's not true. It's not true. In some cases, it is very true. But what Katie and I are going to be doing is going through and finding as many books as we can that are tailored for new readers, entry-level books. So this week our entry-level book is the Dollar Comics Swamp Thing #1, written by Len Wein, with interior art by Bernie Wrightson. So if you have any interest in Swamp Thing, maybe you saw the show on DC Universe. Unfortunately, it didn't last, but from what I understand, it was really great. So if you kind of got interested in Swamp Thing and you want to get into his comic origins, this is the way to go, and it's only $1. All right, that's all we've got this week. Thanks for stopping by, and like I said, this was kind of a bare bones version this week. Neither one of us are feeling 100% after driving for 12 hours yesterday and just being stuck in the car, and we're just brain dead, man. We needed some rest. So Katie's resting up today. She did do all the prep work for me today, so don't think she wasn't involved. Like, she got all the information, the variant covers together, and I would not be able to do this without her. She's fantastic, amazing, best person in the world, except for you, dear listener. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications every week whenever we put this video out. We've got a whole lot more planned. We're just getting warmed up. We're going to finish out October. We've got a couple of Halloween flavored videos that we want to get to you. And then next month, we're going to kind of try and establish more of a normal flow. So thank you very much. We appreciate you listening. We hope you found this video helpful. Please like it and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Leave a comment below. If you think we missed a book, tell us what you think should be in the top 10. Next week, we're going to be doing a poll to ask you to help us complete our top 10 list. So it'll be counted down, and you will be part of that countdown. Be kind, good times.